Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.
South side of the field, on the track, excuse me, at the 40-yard line. Please welcome Haley Hallman and Samuel Neff.
Welcome to Week 7 of Salina Access TV Friday Night Football. This is Stuart Haas with Charles Ross. And Charles, this is South Central, and as you both and I have talked about, we talked about it last week, was throw out the records when these two teams meet.
That's it, throw it out. This is going to be a battle tonight, I believe.
I think so too. We were talking to Coach Sellers before the game, and Coach Sellers said that loss at Derby probably was one of the better things that happened to him because it not only humbled the players, it humbled the coaches too.
That's right. And when they say that, you know that's a big call right there.
And the other thing is what I'm so happy to see is that Central started the year 0-2, and I thought, and I had heard word that one of the problems they were having was getting these younger kids to buy into what Mustang football is all about. And that's a problem he's had over a couple of years here. And then after that second loss, that practice got a lot more intense, and kids were given the option of learning what Mustangs football is all about or go find something else to do. And they turned around and won their last 4 games. They come in at 4-2, South's 5-1.
That's a big turnaround for Central. And South could have very easily, the way it sounds, been 6-0 coming into this game. But
yeah, Coach Sellers told us that they really shot themselves in the foot, and they had the game 21-14. Was it the third or the start of the fourth? Third quarter. And then just had some mistakes that cost them. Plus they had some key people sick and out. And he said everything that could go wrong
did go
wrong.
That's right.
And that's fine. Get
That's
one of
even
those.
including the bus ride.
Yeah, the bus ride, they were 30 minutes late getting there
Yeah.
because the bus was 30 minutes late showing up to pick them up. So that's not a good thing. But sometimes if you're going to have a game, you want to have that game, get it out of your system, especially for district. Now, because this is first week at district, you can throw all records out.
Yeah.
You could be 0-4, and as we talked before, you can win district and still go to playoffs.
That's right. That's right.
And we had a team a couple years ago that did that. They were like a 3A team in a 4A, the only 3A team in a 4A league. They didn't go very far in the playoffs, but they qualified, when they got to go up against 3A teams, they won and went into the playoffs. But this is such a big game that we have Cox TV here, and of course we let them know if they wanted tips on how to call and film the game, just let us know, we'll give it to them.
That's it. We can give them a good hand there.
And as you see, the South kids are all decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Well,
Looks like we're getting ready for some football, Stu.
yeah, but I remember South Central games when both grandstands were packed and they were lined, they had bleachers on both end zones and they were lined around the fence.
Yeah, I can remember that too.
I mean lined up, and people were blocking, parking 2 or 3 blocks away. You know, everything was, there was no place to park. If you didn't get here by 5:36, you were walking.
That's right. And you get to see everybody that's from everybody, because everybody's home.
And I ran
to see that game.
And as I ran to the bathroom before coming up here, I ran into a couple people I haven't seen in a long time. And sometimes it takes a game like this to pull people out and get to see them.
That's right.
But we're going to have the coin toss. We might be doing more standing tonight than sitting because we got the South kids right in front of us. South has won the toss. And they deferred. I think what they want to do is they want to take their defense and make their defense and make a statement, start the game against Central's offense.
And that's what we'll see.
Because
we're getting ready for some football.
Charles pointed something out, and when the teams are out practicing, and we talked about this last week at Central's game. Central is not as big on the offensive defense lines that they've been before.
That's a very true statement. They actually look a little bit smaller than South this year.
What they make up for is they try to make up for in technique and mobility and just heart. And sometimes that's all you really need. But when you have a big, strong, athletic lines like South has, sometimes that's not enough.
That's true, Steve.
We will find out.
Here in just a very few minutes.
I was told that South is getting ready to face something they've not seen before, so I'm waiting to see what this is.
You know, they know each other well, so.
They do.
You know, there's probably some loops and some things that's going to come in from both sides of the.
Well, and you got Channel 12 here, Channel 10, Channel 3 here. So let's wait and see how this plays out. It's going to be a very interesting game. And the freshman kicker for South is ready to go. There's the whistle.
And he's back and he kicks it.
He's kicking it deep.
It's a good boot.
It stays in bounds. And he stepped out. He stepped out.
That was a good boot.
That was a good boot.
That was a good boot.
Right about the 10-yard line. kind of landed in between the 10 and the 11 and didn't go out of bounds like the kid thought it did. It bounced back in. That's a break for South, because if not, they would have had a penalty. The ball been way up the field. Now Central's going to start just inside their 11. And I'm expecting to see Mr. Gardner run more with the ball this game.
Ball at their own 10-yard line.
You got Gardner under center. And fake. And it's a pass.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Nobody went with him.
Wow.
By number 9, Malcolm Gardner, complete. Number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
Nobody was with him. The ball had
You
been
just knew that they was going to run that ball, Stu. They usually come out pounding, but they came out throwing.
either a safety or a linebacker didn't pick him up. And if it had been a better thrown ball, he probably would have scored.
29-yard line.
Nice run to the outside.
Ball carrier number 33, Dalton Peters.
The defensive end or linebacker on that side actually took an inside approach, and that's why he got burned to the outside.
Yeah.
He needed to come step up a little further down behind the line of scrimmage, and he either makes a tackle or he forces that back to the inside.
37-yard line.
Good hand. That's a good stop.
He's going to have another
He's got a first down.
Peters. Making a stop for the Cougars, number 43, Sam Corona.
Looks like the stands are starting to fill up a little more here, Steve.
Yes, they are. People who had to block out
Gain of 3 on the play.
to park out in Solomon somewhere.
Yeah.
First and 10 Mustangs. Ball at their own 39-yard line.
It's a fake.
Fake. Gardner.
Again, the outside corner was given up,
Malcolm Gardner.
and we had no one stepping up and making that play out there.
That was a couple of good fakes. And then Gardner keeps the ball.
And that's where you gotta be true to your reads. And be true to your gap assignment. You gotta get up and fill your gap.
Second down inches.
But the big thing is you don't give up the corner. He's just going to hand
He
off.
hands
It's a
it
straight
off.
handoff.
Good tackle.
It's going to be tackled for a loss.
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
He didn't have enough for the first down. He had third less than a yard.
Dusty Clausen.
Now he's got a fourth and a long 2, not quite 3, about 2.5 yards for a first down. You got third in.
Lost of 2 on the play. Third down 2, 47-yard line.
South flops their defense.
Jumped. Number 88.
That's what you get by going with the snap count.
Aaron Chapman.
Aaron Chapman. But that's where you what happens when you don't watch the ball and listen to the snap.
First and 10 Mustangs. Ball at the Cougars' 48-yard line.
Here's just a quick pitch to the outside, where they double teamed the outside guy there at the line of scrimmage. They had the wing and like a tight end or a tackle that actually double teamed the outside guy, and that's where then the inside linebacker or cornerback's got to come up and fill.
And they're marching that ball right down the field.
So far they have.
That defense is going to have to sturdy up or something.
It can be such a lead. You see, and as I was saying before the game, that we're talking Coach Sellers, Dalton runs hard. He's not.
I can tell you in there, instead of tackling him, you're trying to push him over.
Yep.
And you can't push him over, you got to wrap around
Yep.
and tackle.
Yeah, So the big hit, you can't do that. You got to hit, wrap, and take down. He's throwing it, rolling out.
Rolling out.
Someone got low, someone got him high.
Malcolm Gardner.
But the key thing is, Stu, they're moving the ball.
Yes, they are. Now, depending on what happens, what adjustments does South make now, if any?
Gain of 5 on the play, second down 5, 29-yard line.
And they may be still in the cobweb mode from that last game, Stu. That hole was wide open.
Yes, sir. They were doing that kind of hesitation, wait till the guard come around, and the guard and the fullback lead up in the hole, and there was a nice big hole. South's defensive line has got to start getting penetration if they want to stop this. But right now, Central's offensive line is winning the battle.
It's a handoff, Dalton.
Yep. He's going to have enough for a first. Kick it down to about the 20.
Ball carrier number 33, Dalton Peters. Making it stop for the Cougars, number 22,
10. They keep moving them chains.
And that's the best defense Central could have against South's offense. Is keeping their offense on the field, moving the chains, taking time off the clock.
That's it, exactly. Oh,
there was a fumble.
Quarterback gets back on the ball really quick.
And I don't know if he had full control of it when he pulled away from the center. And I've seen it and I told you I played quarterback before. Sometimes the center doesn't move out like you think, and you turn, you can actually hit the ball loose off his leg, back of his leg.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was the case or he just never got a clear grasp on it when he pulled away from center. He's looking at
this is the first time that they haven't had positive yards.
That looked tipped to me.
It did look like it was tipped at the line.
Well, they had one other play down here where they had third and 12. It looks like.
Have they been that far in the hole on a third down?
Not yet.
This is the first.
They had a second and long.
Right. 22-yard line.
This is where the defense has got to stand up tall. It looks like a pass. It's over the middle. Good pass.
He's going to be short of a first down, though.
Pass completion number 44.
Again, the guy over the middle is open. They've only got one deep safety, so the safety is either over-rotating or no one's picking the tight end, because that was a tight end that time.
Yeah. So the same play, Stu?
And if there's nothing open, run it. You can do a rollout with them, too.
It's a big fourth down for the Cougars, and it's also a big fourth down for the Mustangs. Oh, well, yeah, they got him.
But they had two men jump first. You had the... You have the fullback jump, and when he jumped, then the defensive lineman jumped.
Wow. That tells me they're watching the man.
That tells me that too. And if you're a defensive coach, you're yelling, watch the ball. Now, linebackers, you're far enough back, you can watch the man.
Yeah.
Defensive line, no, you're supposed to be watching the ball.
Now this makes his fourth down even bigger.
Right. Now it's 4th and 8.
This is going to be a big stop for South.
18-yard line.
Or a good move for Central. It's a pass.
Intercepted. It's intercepted. And there's a flag.
Flag.
Mr. Gardner hung it up there. He threw a rainbow. He didn't throw a sharp strike.
It's just like a punt, though.
It was. but there's a penalty on the play, probably a block in the back, so it's going to take the ball deep for South.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
It could be a block in the back or a holding.
Yeah.
After the ball had been intercepted, we have a personal foul, illegal helmet contact on the return team. We will penalize half the distance from the spot of foul. First down, Salina South.
Well, the spot of the foul is about the 7-yard line, so that'll take it back to about the 3.5.
Wow.
They had the ball out past the 20, I think.
Yeah, and you can't, that's what you can't do. That's called self-destruction.
Well, South defense let him go down and stiffen up
4-yard line.
and held him to see what South's offense could do now. Actually going to use Large back to the 1-yard line.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
And that was just that fullback lead. And now Central, I'm saying right now, Central's playing pumped up. They're playing pumped up. But if this game stays close, I think the size of the lines of South will start to rise up. Because when you get tired, size doesn't get tired. Size is still size.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Luxembourg.
I thought that was a quarterback keeper, but I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, that was.
He's only getting about a yard on the carry.
Boy, big third down. Big third down.
Yeah, you need 11 yards to go for first down.
And 2 on the play, first down 11. On the 3-yard line.
Screen.
Pass.
He's got room. He's got room. He's got enough for a first down.
Yes.
Ball carrier number 5, Dalton Luxembourg.
And that was, Coach said, if there's nothing, you run.
Run.
And
But
that
he
gets the
said,
first down.
if you caught Coach earlier, he said that we're gonna have that quarterback do a couple of things.
Yes, I remember now he said that. We're going to see maybe a little more running out of Dalton.
Yeah.
First and 10, Cougars, ball at the 19-yard line.
He's got a great arm on him. We already know that already.
Yeah.
And there's a nice run by
McCullough.
Mr. McCullough. We carry up short of the 25.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough. He's up to the Mustangs, number 27, Zane Hyde.
Well, but and I see
We really haven't done nothing really, like a big play. You haven't seen anything. They're just kind of a slow grind.
And I don't think that's going to bother either coach, because they know that if they can get long, sustained drives on their offense, you're keeping the other offense off the field.
Right. Third down and what, 5?
Yeah, they didn't.
6.
He didn't get any yards on that play.
Are we going to the air?
Well, the last South game, they ran some screens that really got them some yardage. I'm waiting to see if they're going to throw that out in the spec. He's in shotgun formation now. It's a handoff to the up back, and he didn't get enough for first down. That was a draw play, and that didn't work. And South's going to punt the ball.
That brings up fourth down for the Cougars in punt formation number 82. Jacob Foster. Back deep for the Mustangs, number 7. Devon Burks. Also number 44, Michael McMullen.
Nice line drive kick. And Mr. Slayton was down there to cover up right away.
Adrian Caselli.
And Mr. Slayton was right there. Now, is that the senior or the junior? Which Slayton is number 7? What year? He's the senior. The other Slayton, Steven, is a junior. And the coaches had told me last year that both Slayton boys are really very good athletes.
Also, we would like to thank Kansas State University of Salina for being the tailgate sponsor this evening.
And I miss my purple ice cream that they always have. Now we got a young man running across the field.
Tickets on sale under the stadium. You get one for $1, or you get 6
At least he's dressed.
The drawing will be held at the end of halftime.
And they've already got people going after him. So if he hasn't jumped the fence by now, he better hurry. Television timeout.
That's it.
That's exactly what it is. Because we had a timeout. This was a long timeout. They didn't take a timeout on the board for either team. So since Cox is here, it was a television timeout. And I believe Coach Stonebreaker is doing the color for Fox.
Handoff nowhere.
Yep. Just a straight
Maybe
lead.
a couple yards.
They get a stop for the Cougars, number 87, Braden Perlew. Also number 43, Sam Corona.
Now let's see if South's defense has made any adjustments and if Central's offense made any adjustments.
8 of 3 on the play. Second down, 7. 47-yard line.
There we go again. They're not watching the ball. They're listening to the snap count. And you had 2 of them do it. And if I'm a defensive coach, I'm really lighting into them right now. That's the second time they've jumped and given a 5-yard penalty to Central.
Second down, 2 for the Mustangs. Ball at the Cougar 48-yard line.
So here's that double lead.
Whoa!
Somebody came flying through there.
Looks like a first down.
You might have first down, but I tell you what, the first guy to go through him made Dalton turn sideways,
That is
which
correct.
then caused him to not get the yardage he wanted to. It's a straight lead. Oh man, he got stuck at the line of scrimmage.
Now carry number 33, Dalton Peters. Making the stop for the Cougars. Number 33, Cole Hoover.
Oh, Hoover made a nice stick.
Yeah,
he did. Gain of 2 on the play.
Couldn't tell if that was a backfire or someone hit something.
And
Oh,
faked
they
it.
got that one. Oh yeah, and he lost yards on that.
Carrier number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
They came with the man in motion and almost on like a reverse. And what happened is
But the one thing is,
he lost 5 yards on that.
wow, third.
Now you got
12.
third and a long 12, I would say.
Lots of 4 on the play. Third down 12, 48-yard line.
He's looking to throw, roll out. And he's not going to have enough for a first down.
Pass complete to number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
So,
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 22, Cole Calvert.
All right, you got 4th and 5 now. And that's the first quarter with a score of South 0, Central 0. Yep.
Wow.
Well, the best drive of the first quarter was Central's opening drive.
Yeah.
It stalled down here. And then, of course, they ended up with the interception in the end zone on 4th down, which you said was like a punt.
Yeah.
It was. And
Hey, you cute though.
so that's,
Yeah.
and we are now packed because our little taped off area is now surrounded.
It is surrounded.
We have circled the Waddingtons, and
We got all kinds of people.
we are
here.
surrounded by the Indians.
That is correct.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because I have both Cherokee and Choctaw in me. That was a pleasant surprise. My mom always told us we were at Cherokee in it, so when my ancestor came to the Carolinas, and they found out we're both Cherokee and Choctaw, and according to, and he's absolutely right, Coach Benoit from Central, I've talked to him, he's a member of the Lakota Sioux tribe. He told me there was 5 tribes that formed the 5 nations, and 2 of them were the Cherokee and Choctaw, all from the southeast part of the United States, which I didn't really know that, but once I found out I had that ancestry, I've got online and started looking more and find out more about it.
Wow.
I've always told everybody it's not enough to mean anything, but more than enough to be proud of. When the ground's got.
4th down and 5 for the Mustangs. Ball at the Cougars' 21-yard line.
Got one of the event staff guys up here looking for something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
On carrier number 33.
I think he
looks
might
like I
have
got
enough.
a first down.
That was enough for a first.
Making a stop for the Cougars, number 59, Dusty Clauston. Gain of 6 on the play. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Ball at the 35-yard line.
All right, you see if South can stiffen them up and keep them out of the end zone like they did in that last drive. He's going to get just about 5 yards.
5 yards, yeah.
Peters.
He made one man miss at the line of scrimmage.
Stop for the Cougars, number 1, Logan Coble.
Now, as the offensive coordinator, you love that. Get 5 yards and first down.
Oh
Gain of
yeah.
5 on the play, 2nd down 5.
Oh yeah. You can open up your offense.
Oh, that was good. That was good penetration for the defensive end on this end.
Dalton Peters.
That's Braden Burlew, I believe.
Making a stop for the Cougars, number 87, Braden Burlew.
He's one of their top defensive linemen, and that way he had good penetration. As a matter of fact, the guy had a hold of him. Whoever's doing the block on him had a hold on him, but still wasn't enough.
No. It's a handoff
That's to the fullback.
And he's
got enough for a first down inside the 20.
Carrier number 44, Michael McCullen.
Someone's helmet came off, so he has to go off for Othello Lewis has to come off.
I'd say so far it's been Central.
Gain of 13 on the play.
Yeah.
Where they've been driving the ball and
It's the fullback again.
and he's just breaking tackles and going on down. They're just pounding it.
Ball carrier number
But you can't hit a big man high. You got to hit him low and take his legs out from underneath him.
That's very true.
I never got to play against JJ when he graduated a year before you.
Right.
But because I didn't play my sophomore year, I was a transfer in. But I talked to all the guys I played in my football in my senior year with, and they all told me the same thing.
Please ask the crowd to refrain from using whistles in the stands.
And they said trying to hit him in his leg was like trying to hit two pumping pistons. You got concussions trying to tackle him in the legs. But that's how you stop a big guy. You got to take his legs out from underneath him.
He didn't go anywhere.
No, he didn't.
Ball carrier number 33, Dalton Peters.
Matter of fact, he actually lost a little bit.
No gain on the play. 3rd down 1, 10-yard line.
What are they going to call here, Charles?
Looks like they're going to hit that foot.
Nope. The quarterback keeper. Touchdown. Quarterback keeper. And this outside guy did not follow down the line of scrimmage like he should have.
But you knew that was coming.
He bought He bought to the inside, and because of it, he gave up the corner. Now it's 2 good plays. They've given up to the quarterback on a keeper around the backside that the guy did not stay home. This time they cost him a touchdown.
10-yard touchdown run. Number 9, Malcolm Gardner.
I guarantee you that that's going to be talked to on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
Kick is up and good. So with 9 minutes, 11 seconds going in the second quarter, you got to score. Salina Central 7, Salina South 0. Now, they just called another media timeout. So now they got some time to get with the kids and really talk to them about what's going on out there. And here, now instead of taking the ball over inside their own 10, hopefully they're going to get a kickoff, depending if Central kicks deep or not, on where South will start their next drive. And sometimes when you get deep, you get a little cautious.
Yeah.
You don't want to turn over deep in your territory, so you get a little cautious on what you're doing.
And they may be still stunned from last Friday.
And they might be, but I didn't really get that feeling from Coach Sellers, did you?
I didn't get it from the coach, but I'm saying it's a different feeling when the players get out there.
But you think it should make them hungry. It should make them mad that they went down and didn't play well. And it should make them determined to come here against Central and play well.
It should.
And that's the way I would be coaching them up. That's what I'd be talking about. And I've always talked about, take whatever it is, your anger, your frustration, turn it like a box in your mind and turn it into determination to go do better.
And if you're going to do that, now is the time to do it. You've got to come right back and score.
All right, they've got their return team kind of really spread out, looking for the pooch kick. Although their first two guys.
There's nobody in that second.
Yeah, they need to be up by another 5 yards, I would say.
Yeah.
You get a pooch kick, the ball only has to go 10 yards before Central can fall on it. Well, let's see what they want to do with South's return man.
Number 6, Dane Hoffman. Back deep for the Cougars. Number 18 is Jacob Marcotte.
He's kicking deep. That's Othello Lewis, I think.
Kickoff return number 43, Sam Corona.
That's Sam Corona. Well, he had a good return going, so he tried to cut and slid on the grass. Again, I think he tried to cut off the inside foot and not the outside foot. And you'll slide on regular grass doing that.
So what's this, what are they going to come out doing? What?
I think they want to come out and they want to establish the line of scrimmage. They want their offensive line to take over the line of scrimmage. I'm going to try pounding the ball and maybe pop it to the outside. There was the fullback. Quick hitter.
That's probably a good 5 yards.
And they had started at their own 30, which is a big improvement from their last drive, which started inside their own 10. Started in their own 5 at the 3.5. That's 4 yards and first down from your fullback. He'll take that. And if he hadn't been undercut, he had more yards ahead of him.
Yeah.
Maybe someone didn't have their chin strap buckled or their mouthpiece in.
Something against South, it looks like.
That means one of the offensive linemen or the wide receiver or somebody moved into the width of the football across the field. You could call them coachments on the offense just because you can on defense. If you line up and you're in that width of the ball. Here's a reverse.
Good one.
He's got a blocker. He's going to get all the way out. Goes to the first down. That was Dylan Becker. What year is Dylan? Junior? Yes, he is. He was a sophomore last year, as I said.
First down.
And he got first down. Now, if he had one more block out there, who could have pinned the guys coming from the inside, they had the outside locked up. They just need one more blocker.
11 yards on the play. First and 10, Cougars ball at the 40-yard line.
Well, South says if you can do the reverse, so can we. So
quarterback keeper.
And he's still on his feet. He's going to carry it up to the 45.
Ball carrier number 5.
All right, that was almost a pure option, except the tailback did not swing out.
No, it looked like he was inside too.
Yeah, he actually followed both of them into the hole, using them as lead blockers. That's 5. You got 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's a.
Well, it's a short. It's a long 4, short 6 to go for first. I hate it when I say 6. When you look at, that doesn't look like quite 6 yards.
Whoa.
Quarterback keeper. Now, he took a loss and got about a half a yard gain. I think they were setting up a screen the way that Central defensive line came through real quick. They just took too long to set it up. And he had to do something with it. Quarterback keeper. He's going out for first down. And he's still going. He's over the 50, down inside the 45.
They opened that up.
And that was one of those, your count, and no one's open, you run.
Yeah. That was enough for a first down. You know that's a good play.
Well, we know now that we're more likely in 4-down territory for South.
This is kind of reminiscent of Central's first set of downs. How they just kind of marched the ball down the field.
No real big, super long plays, but moving the chains. Eric McCullough. Boy, that was a knack tackle by Mr. Burse. And Mr. Burse, I believe, is a senior. He is.
Yes.
So these two have squared off, Paulie, against each other since Salvation Army football, unless they were on the same team.
Yeah, that too.
But from middle school on up, freshman year, and JV, they probably have gone against each other. And Eric got playing time last year in spelling Mike Jones, so. He's looking to throw it. Touchdown.
Whoa!
Touchdown. Touchdown.
You saw that developing. Yeah. You seen that.
But here's the key, and I wish we had replay. I know Cox does. When he faked it to the reverse guy, he kept that ball tucked down by his side.
Yeah, he did.
It was out of view. So everyone bought it on the reverse. Then he just turned, stepped back,
went up top.
And Dylan was behind both defenders.
Yeah.
He just had to throw it right, and he did. Kick is up and good.
Burse is coming hard again.
Well, 5:50 to go in this second quarter. Now you have a score: Salina South 7, Central 7.
It looked like Salina South has finally woke up, though.
But also, there's your first big play.
Right.
Okay. That's about 45 yards, or no, about 43 yards. All right, and you talked about that. There hasn't been a real big play.
Right.
Well, there's your first one right there. And it went on south side of the ledger. Now, how does Central respond? And I agree with you. I think South's offense woke up. Now let's see if the defense woke up.
Right. That's exactly right there.
Now,
let's see if the defense has got a new life in them.
Now, and what I mean by waking up is not allowing a drive, even if you don't let them score, but you let them drive the length of the field.
Yeah.
I'm talking about stopping them, and forcing them to punt. No. Oh, here's a deep kick. He cut back inside the 10.
Oh, yeah.
He still got him.
He's still on his feet.
Well, he had a nice block. He almost, the wedge is in. We're having trouble walking back past the tape. So if there's someone in the truck that can come up with a roll of tape, I've got an idea. We'll just take it from here up to the top of the fence, and that will stop him from crossing our tape. Letting people get too close to the camera. All right, now we got another television timeout. Well, how about a little
They got a little camera in the huddle.
How about a little public announcement from the Flying Access TV? I found out a friend of mine passed away a couple weeks ago, just about an hour or two before game time. My brother called me. So folks, tell your family and your friends how much you love them, how glad you are that they're in your lives and how they enrich your life. You never know when you'll see them next, and you might not see them again. So take time to say, hey, love you, glad you're in my life.
That's right.
And that's your public announcement from Salina Access TV, Friday Night Football. I will wait till I'm at work to do the grieving part. But I hope we do have someone in the truck and come up here with a roll of tape. We need to do something.
May I have your attention, please? Brent Martin. The Salina Police Department has your ID. If you want it back, you need to talk to them. Brent Martin.
Now that'd be funny. That'd be the kid that ran across the field during the timeout.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but we had a kid run across the field, and he just here behind the Central grandstand over there. There's just a straight lead to Dalton Peters.
Picked up about 2 yards.
I'm going to give him 3. That's been one of the shorter gains of the game.
Yeah.
He was tackled for a little bit of a loss, but that was more, the offense just didn't do a very good job of blocking on the end in the first quarter. Here's a draw. Oh, they took him out again.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care how big a running back you are.
Making the stop for the Cougars, number 59, Dusty Clemson.
When you take their legs up from underneath them, they're not going anywhere.
That's it.
You could be Bronco Nagurski, you're still going down.
That's it. It ain't gonna matter who you are.
And I just read a book about him, and he played a day in the pros when you played both ways, and you played hurt. I mean seriously hurt. It's a quarterback keeper.
Pass.
Way overthrown.
Way he had overthrown. A man there open too.
He was, and it would have been a first down. So what's Mike going to do? He's bringing out the punt team.
Huh?
He's got the ball past the 40.
He's about ready to break your rule.
He is about ready to break rule, and I would like to be here after the game to ask him about that. I might have to call him during the week and give him a hard time about that.
But are they going to really punt?
But I think it's a good idea to punt.
Are they really going to punt?
Well, he is the quarterback. The punter is Malcolm Gardner, the starting quarterback. And South is not in a rush type mode. They were in a set up a return. Make sure no, it's going to roll down to about the 20, not quite the 20, going to be right in between the 20 and the 21-yard line.
4:25 left before halftime.
Plenty of times, you still got 3 timeouts.
So
If
now
I'm
you need
South,
to pound.
I want to take the whole 420, you put the ball in the end zone and take about 420 off the clock. Leave absolutely nothing for Central to do with. Anything that they can do with.
Now the defense has stood up and made a statement.
Yes, they did. Quarterback keeper again. He's still on his feet. He's still running.
Oh, he was one trip away from
A long
a
run.
long run.
Really, I would say he's 1 block away, or he wouldn't have been tripped.
Well, yeah.
They could have got another wide receiver over this side and get downfield and block. He had some good blocking. That's how he got that nice 19-yard carry up to the 40.
And 20 on the play. First and 10 Cougars, 40-yard line.
Keeper again. Now that was the pure option.
Yeah, and you seen the tailback flare now.
But if he could have got it to him, they were watching Wassenberg.
Yeah.
But that man who turned him up inside had cut off the pitch. If he hadn't cut off the pitch, there was going to be a long, because you had the fullback out in front still.
Yeah.
And 4 on the play. Second down 6. 44-yard line.
South just called timeout.
Timeout, Salina South. That's our first of the half.
That gives them 2 left. And I don't know if it was so much because the clock was ticking, or as much it was maybe they saw something in the offensive lineup. The offense wasn't lined up like it should, or there was something in the defense they didn't like. Okay, you're Mike Hall, and you're the defense coordinator, Travis Benoit. What are you telling your players right now?
I'm saying we need to make a stop right now. To get, and you know what they're gonna do. We gotta stop that quarterback. You know that.
So do you blitz a linebacker?
I don't see us.
You do a
doing
run
that.
blitz?
44-yard
I don't
line.
see that.
Look how many people they get up the line of scrimmage. He's still on his feet. He's going to be marked up just short of the 50.
TJ Weir.
And that might be enough for a first down.
Yeah, or it's real close.
Nope, they're going to mark him down at the 49. He's going to be about a yard short.
What's going? Where are you going with this quarterback again?
Either a quarterback sneak, or I would say he's going to do a quarterback sneak. I was just going to do it. You didn't do a quarterback sneak. You do a quick hitter with the fullback.
And you know he's already been getting at least 5 yards every time he really pretty much put his hands on the ball.
Right. And when the clock starts now, it's at 3:01 and ticking.
And 4 on the play.
And you've got the ball
For the Cougars,
on central side of 50.
47-yard line.
That was a handoff to the fullback, wasn't it?
Boy, if we would have handed off to that tailback, that would have been a good one right there.
Yeah, it would have been. There wasn't quite some extracurricular activity, but a wide receiver for South just threw the central defender on the ground right at the whistle. And the central player got up, wasn't real happy about that, but
That's football.
that's football.
No gain on the play. Second down 10.
All right, now he's back in shotgun formation. It's a quarterback keeper and what a hole. What a hole. He's going to be down inside the 40.
Dalton Walsenberg.
I think they're really setting that up to where he's reading. Dalton Wassenberg is reading. He can either hand it off to Eric or whoever the tailback is, or he keeps it and runs the other way. And it's a total read. So now they flip Eric McCullough to the other side. They're going to send him out in pass play. He's still on his feet.
Bouncing.
He's going to be all the way down.
First down.
Just short of the 30.
First down.
He faked the pass. Did you see that?
No, I did see that.
And some Central hands went up. My first thought maybe it had been knocked down. Then I realized he didn't even throw it.
And they're taking time off the clock.
Yes, they are.
Just that.
8 of 9 on the play. First and 10 Cougars on the Mustangs 31-yard line.
We had to bring up some muscle to get kids from coming around. He's rolling
Pass.
out. And it's
caught. And he's out of bounds.
Pass complete to number 18.
1:17 on the clock.
You still got 2 timeouts.
They're taking that time down just like we called for it.
Right, they're inside the 20.
For 27, Zane Hinkle. First and 10 Cougars, 16-yard line.
It's a quarterback
keeper all the way.
And there's going to be a holding. Looks like there'll be a holding. Now that's not what you want to have. Because it does 2 things. It stops the clock and it moves you backwards.
Yeah.
Holding on the offense. Center penalty for the spot of foul. Repeat first down.
So it's going to give a first down, about 16 or 17, or 18. What is it? 16? I'm waiting to see what they say on the clock. 16. There on the scoreboard.
Pass.
Play action. Oh! If he had thrown it to the back shoulder, threw it the other way. He threw it towards the defender's side.
And he still almost caught
it. Great play by the defense. Mr. Castelli. He's one of those Central kids, gets his name called a lot on defense for Central.
Second down, 17. 23-yard line.
He's looking to throw. He's got time. Oh! As my dad would say, he had time to pitch a tent, build a fire, cook his meal, and eat it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're the defensive coaches, that's absolutely what you don't want him to have, because eventually somebody will get open. And eventually, he just let him a little bit too much.
Third down, 17, 23-yard line.
You're going to roll out. He's going to keep it. He's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage, be inside the 20. All right, now you got 4th down. You can get a first down without scoring. You got 27 seconds on the clock and ticking. I wonder if the coach is going to run it down and they're going to try a field goal. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to run it down and try a field goal. They've already signaled.
They have that good freshman kicker, so.
There you go. That's what they did. The back judge who runs the play clock was looking at the side judge who was talking to Coach Sellers, and Coach Sellers had nodded at what time they were going to call the timeout. And then after he went 1, 2 on his hand count, that's when the side judge then blew his whistle. Leaves 7 seconds on the clock. Now, here's something else they might be doing. They might not be trying for a punt. They might try throwing one into the end zone. They just want to make, because it's 4th down, make sure there's no time on the clock if they don't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, no,
they get the ball. They get the ball when they're coming out coming out after half.
Fernando Avila Castro, he's the freshman kicker, is out there right now. So they are going to try a 35-yard field goal. He's got the leg for it, guys. I mean, this was it last South game we had here, he kicked what, a 35, 40-yarder?
They better watch Burst. He loves to come from that corner flying.
Yep. It's going to be short. It's going to be short. All right, got 2 seconds on the clock. And I can tell you why it was short. I watched his foot. His foot hit the turf first before he
hit the ball.
Right. He actually was not 3 yards back usual. He went another yard back, trying to get some more run up to get a little more distance on this kick. And sometimes that will throw your steps off enough, and he bounced his foot off the ground. He did not hit it cleanly. And they're just in victory formation, and they're just going to take a knee probably and take it to the locker room. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take it to the locker room.
Really, Stu, we just have an even game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your halftime score.
We have 1 half left to play of an even game. It's just like starting 0-0.
Yeah, exactly what I thought. Just like starting 0-0. Welcome to the Maury Clinic halftime show. We're sitting here on week 7, first game in district. Salina South hosting Salina Central. We started the game, of course, 0-0. And here we are almost 0-0 at halftime. The score's tied 7-7. And only one big play, Charles, that goes on South's ledger. But we've seen both teams move the ball.
Yeah, and I mean, Central came out moving the ball. Then it looks like South's defense stiffened up a little bit. Then South's offense began to move the ball. But right now, we're sitting at a beginning of the game. It seems like it's really at the half, yep. But it's 0-0 basically with a 7-7 score.
Yeah, and really there's only been really one turnover, and that's Central threw into the end zone on their first series. It was 4th down and long, and like you said, it was a punt. But then there was a block in the back, so South actually started at their 3.5. They got 1 first down, then had to punt. Then they held Central. Central drove a little bit, but then they were forced to punt. Then South took that down, got it to Central's 43, then they had a nice long pass play to Dylan Becker to score. And then Central had a nice drive, and they put the ball in. So we're sitting at 7-7. What are you saying if you're Coach Hall at halftime right now?
I think we can continue doing what we've been doing, but we just got to stiffen up a little bit. I don't see where we missed a beat. Either way. Now, if I'm South,
what are you saying?
Defenses need to stiffen up.
And what are Coach Sellers saying to the offense? And then what would Mike Hall be saying to the offense?
Well, I think one thing they're going to have to do is they know that quarterback. They're going to have to shut that down. For South, the quarterback has steadily been moving the ball.
Dalton Wassenberg,
yeah,
yes.
So we've got to stop that. And if I'm on the other side of the ball, if I'm the coach of South, I'm saying we got to get that ball in the end zone. They might have to hand it off a little more to their tailback or to the fullback because they will come out keying on the quarterback. I guarantee you that.
I really think whichever team decides and does take over control of the line of scrimmage will be the team that will win this game.
But it's gonna be from the defensive side of the ball.
It's got to start there first, and then the offense has to kick in. Well, folks, that's been our show, halftime show for the Maury Clinic halftime, and we'll see you at the start of the second half.
The band will begin tonight's show with Titan Spirit from the movie Remember the Titans. The show will continue by featuring our twirlers in the song Jun Ho from the movie Slumdog Millionaire. The band will conclude this evening's performance by featuring the Color Guard and playing the iconic James Bond theme song. Please sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to the second half of Friday Night Football. We have a score here: Salina South 7, Central 7. And as we talked, Charles and I talked about at the halftime show, Maori Clinic halftime show, pardon me. It's somewhat of a typical South Central game, a dogfight. South put the first touchdown on the board with a long pass play. Central came back and tied them. And then South was driving, tried to put some points down at the end of the first half, and he was short on I think it was about a 35-yard field goal attempt. And so we go into the locker rooms, the teams did it, at 7-7. And I really don't, as we talked at the halftime show, you really don't need to make a big adjustment to your playbook.
No.
You just need to go out and execute.
That's it. Refine what the things that you're doing right now.
So they're rearranging because I guess we got kids bunched up down low. So we stood for the first half. I guess we stand for the second half.
Yeah.
But really, over here on this side of the field, we are in standing room only. All right, well, South gets the ball to start the second half. And they have the chance to go out and make a statement.
That is true.
He's kicking it deep. It's going to be caught to bounce. Sam Corona. He's going to get up over the 20.
Now that offense comes out, this is now the time that you've got to make a statement.
And the statement has to be made by the offensive line.
That's right. Now that defense, you got to come out and show them we're here to play. And you are not going anywhere.
And it is a contest of wills.
That's it.
Who will impose their will on the other party? Starting off the shotgun formation.
First and 10
wow.
for the Cougars. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Man in motion out of backfield, that's Eric McCullough. He's going to run it. He's going to get some yardage.
Carrier number 5, but Dalton Wassenberg.
They were
trying to run a screen or something?
They were running a wheel route with the
Kyle Drew.
running back coming out and circling behind the two wide receivers who were cutting to the inside. But because of the pass rush, he didn't really have enough time to let that develop to Eric to get open over here. And so he took it and got some positive yardage.
Second down 7, 26-yard line.
He flips McCullough to the other side. And they're going to give it to him. He's not going to really get anything.
Number 2, Eric McCullough.
Well, right now, Central's defensive line have come out and have played well in the first two snaps.
42, Kyle Drew.
And this is where determination has to kick in.
Yeah.
You just have to be more determined to win the battle than the guy across from you.
So is it going to be a pass too?
26-yard line.
Pass or a rollout, and he gives the option of
who dropped that?
Pass incomplete.
Yep.
Did he drop that
Receiver
still?
number 15, Dylan Becker.
it looks like he dropped it, but I couldn't tell.
Wow.
Well, that forces a 3 and out for South.
Yeah.
Not the way you want to start the half.
Brings up fourth down for the Cougars.
If you're Coach Sellers, but it's definitely the way you want to start the half if you're Coach Hall.
Yeah, that is true.
Nice punt. and went out of bounds. We'll take some off
That's
it. But
still a good. That's just a good punt. Now, if you're the defense, you got to come out and you've got to hold. But if you're that central offense, you got to push this ball down the field.
he marked it. They marked it way up the field,
Wow.
all the way up to the 47-yard line. And I heard the South crowd just kind of moan on that.
Mustangs take over 1st and 10. Ball thrown, 48-yard line.
It was just the
Fullback.
fullback lead.
Ball carrier number 44, Michael McMullen.
He's going to get about 4 yards, 5 yards, I
Making
believe.
a stop for the Cougars, number 70, Alex Parker.
He's going to get 4 yards on first down. Now they have the ball at Salina South's 48.
Getting 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6. Ball at the Cougars, 48-yard line.
It's a handoff.
Fake.
Nope, it was a
Quarterback
handoff.
has it.
It was. He did keep it.
Ball carrier number 9, Malcolm Gardner.
He faked me because I thought he had given it to the first running back. Because the first running back made a hop jump like he was trying to get around somebody.
Yeah.
So he sold me on that play. That takes it down to 46. It's only a pickup of 2, so now you have 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down for that defense.
8 of 2 on the play.
Yeah, it is.
4th down, 4. 46-yard line.
It's going to be a straight lead, and he's going to have enough for the first down. He just follows the fullback into the hole.
Dalton Peters.
That smash mouth football.
Making a stop for the Cougars.
And I really don't see a whole lot of, we might not have a 100-yard rusher in this game.
8 of 5 on the play. 1st and 10.
Unless it really just
Mustangs.
blows up the
41-yard
second half.
line.
The second half.
Again, it's to McMullen.
Or Peters.
Ball
isn't
carrier
it?
number 33,
Oh, was 33.
Dalton Peters.
I thought he had handed
Making a
it off
stop
to
for the Cougars,
McMullen.
number 70, Alex Parker. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7. 38-yard line.
And out to Dalton Peters
Peters
again.
again.
Ball carrier
You got a
number
couple
33,
yards down
Dalton
to about the
Peters.
35-yard line. I think it's going to be 3rd and 4 from there.
They're just
Making a
pushing
stop for
that
the
ball.
Cougars,
They're-
number 1,
that
Logan
straight
Coble.
pound. So you know it's fixing to come, don't you, Stu? They're going up top.
Going to top around the edge.
It's up top. I would just say the
3rd down,
next
4,
3
35-yard
plays, it's
line.
going up top.
Oh, there was a nice hole for him,
He's
too.
wide open.
Ball carrier number 33, Dalton Peters.
Well, what I'm seeing is the South linemen are getting tied up. They're not getting shed of their blocker, nor are they making penetration.
Gain of 7 on the play. 1st and 10, Mustangs, 28-yard line.
And you can't do that as a defensive lineman. They blitzed.
They held their ground, though.
They did a
Ball
run
carrier
blitz.
number 33, Dalton Peters. Making a stop for the Cougars.
Mr. Lewis Helmut came off again. Second down and 9, they're saying.
Gain of a couple on the play. 2nd down, 8. 26-yard line.
They just to the fullback, we got
Fumble on
nothing.
the play.
There was a fumble.
Mustangs with the recovery.
Miss McMullen fell on it.
Making the recovery is central number 44, Michael McMullen.
And he only got about a yard on the play. 2nd and 8.
No gain on the play. 3rd down, 8. 26-yard line.
It's a pitch.
It's a quick pitch. And they gave up the corner.
Ball carrier number
Nobody got out there to make it turn back inside,
First down.
and he got a first down. Again, South has given up the edge a little bit on this game, and you just can't do that. And that's your defensive ends, and your linebackers have got to come up and fill and turn that back to the inside.
16-yard line.
Hand off to
Number 33,
Dalton Peters. I think he's only going to get about a yard.
Number 59's lucky he didn't get a
Making
call
stop for the
there.
Cougars, number
The way he
87,
grabbed the hold of that
Braden
guy's
Burley.
head.
Sorry, Charles, I didn't hear that.
Number 59.
For Central?
For South.
Or for South?
Dustin Cloughton looked lucky he didn't get a call there where he grabbed the hold of that guy's head.
That's right, Brian.
Oh. Whoa. Oh. Flag on the play.
We might have a block in the back. We might have ourselves a
Second
block
down
in the
ball
back.
for you, number 33, Dalton Peters. There is penalty markers on the field.
Goes right at, and Central's walking backwards.
Holding. On the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. Repeat second down.
Now that's what'll kill you right there, Stu.
Yep, that will kill a drive.
You're doing good. You're marching the ball down the field, and then you get a hole.
Yeah, now you go second and, what, 18?
Second down 18, 25-yard line.
It's a hand. No, fake. Pass. Good one. Good defense.
He was hit by who?
Number 7. That's one of them
Mr. Slayton.
Slayton boys.
Yep, Slayton.
In coverage for the Cougars.
He made the contact right when the ball got to him, to the wide receiver. He made that contact. James, the other producer of the show, brought me up a hot chocolate, and the emphasis is on hot.
Third down 18,
I'm trying now to cool down the top of my tongue. Okay, now you got third and 18.
Hands it off.
And he ain't gonna get much.
He might have got back up. No, did he get back up?
No,
to the
got
line
down to
of scrimmage?
20. It'll be fourth down and about 13 from there.
Making the stop for the Cougars. Number 70, Alex Parker.
Now you got fourth down and 13, and here comes some wholesale changes.
They're not trying to field goal, are they?
No. Oh, yes, they
Brings
are.
up fourth down for the Mustangs in field goal formation. Number 6, Zane Hoffman.
South needs to watch for a fake. This will be about a 37-yard field goal attempt. No, off to the left, wide left.
37-yard
It's kind of
penalty.
familiar, ain't it? It's like we just saw this on the other, about close to halftime.
And that one was just short, though it was straight on.
Yeah.
Media timeout.
All right, we have a media timeout. All right, everybody get a book and read.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winning ticket number in person for the Bucks for Band 50-50 fundraiser. Ticket number is 640361. The owner of that ticket is Billy Taylor. Let's get ticket number 640361.
Well, someone just won the 50-50, where you split the pot with the band.
At the table where you bought this
But
ticket.
most people I know then donate their half of it to the band. Usually don't walk out with it.
For helping your Marching Cougars. Good luck to the Marching Cougars.
They just give it to the
tomorrow
band.
At the Central States Marching Festival in Manhattan.
Ooh, they got the Marching Festival tomorrow in Manhattan. That's the reason why they got schedules, because K-State's playing in Oklahoma.
The football team would like to thank Roger and Jonas Krugel and the alumni parent group for donating the team meal last night. We'd also like to thank Hickory Hut for donating a team meal after the game this evening. Thanks
All
for
right.
supporting the Cougars.
Your South
We'd
offense.
also like to thank Kansas State University of Salina.
Your first drive of the half was
The
3 and out.
tailgate
What are you going to do
sponsor
different
tonight.
now?
I think I'm going to pass a little more.
First and 10 for the Cougars, followed to 20.
Well, now he's back under center. The first series, he was back in shotgun formation for all 3 plays. Now, he could throw out of this formation. We got to wait for the media timeout. There's the signal. And they'll start the play clock. He's looking to throw it. Actually, that was a good call.
But he should have let him a little.
As I was going to say, he needed to let him a little more, and because he's so tall, that kid is about 6'5" or 6'6", if I remember. Throw it up high, let him go get it. The linebacker actually had his back turned to the quarterback.
6'6".
6'6". Throw it up there, let him go get it. They gave it to the fullback, Stegmeyer. He carried it up.
He didn't get very many yards there, maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple.
Number 42, Kyle True.
I don't mind trying that on first down.
This here is going to be a pass.
But second long.
Are they going to try and run it?
First down, 22-yard line.
He still got the ball. There's a penalty. There's a penalty.
But
it's going to be at the spot. Yes,
so
it is. It's going to be at the
still
spot.
be real close to a first down. Oh.
Coach Sellers is really giving it to the officials because
another penalty. When they throw the hat, ain't that another one there, Stu?
Yep.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. Remains third down. After the play was dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Will penalty catch possession to the goal line. Remains third down.
Now they're saying offense. They're not saying bench. And it might have been when he turned and jumped up and down and to the coach, like, what did I do? That's being a little bit picky. If that's the case, that's being a little bit picky. And that's where, as Coach Sellers, I'm really letting him hear it.
Third down, 17.
Now you got 3rd and 17. He's going to get some yardage back up just past the original line of scrimmage, but not be enough for a first.
Number 18, Jacob Marcotte. Making the stop for the Mustangs, number 27, Zane Heigl.
Boy, all that, you have a first down, only to bring it back, Stu.
Now, that's where your kids have got to play under control. And I know, man, if that's what it was called, that's a ticky-tack foul, but you've got to play it under control.
That feed from Mustangs, number 7, Javon Burks, number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
There you go. Oh, nice kick, nice kick.
Oh,
nice kick.
Oh!
From the 21 all the way down to the 18.
That's a good one. Who kicked that?
59. That's a 50. It's a 61-yard punt.
Who punted that?
Jacob Foster.
61-yard punt by number 82, Jacob Foster.
That was a good punt.
Now, because of that punt, you just flipped the field.
Yeah. But now your defense has got to hold.
Instead of maybe giving the ball maybe up by the 40, between the 40 and 50, or even between the 30 and 40, you're already down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Yeah, South's defense has got to make a statement. Central's offense needs to make a statement.
Right.
Okay? And again, right now it's going to be who imposes their will on the other team.
And that's exactly right. I don't know. That South defense ain't held up very well all night, though, Stu. They let that Central Mustang march the ball continuously down the field.
Well, I see Chris, and I just blew his last name. He's the defensive coordinator for South. Let me pull it up. Chris Barkley he was defensive coordinator when my stepson played. So Chris was at school at Kansas Wesleyan when I coached there back in '86. He's a good little ball player. He had a successful career at the head coach out at El Saline too for a number of years.
Got a wide out. It's a handoff.
To Dalton.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he almost fumbled that ball. He got tipped and he got control of it. And because it got tipped, your momentum changes of trying to get upfield is trying to get control of the ball. So he only got a yard on that play.
Where he might have gotten 5.
He might have. The defense was coming though. I think
they were coming.
He might have gotten at least another 2 for 3 for sure.
He had a yard on the play. Second down 9, 19-yard line.
He was in a shotgun, handoff to the fullback.
Fullback's just breaking tackles and marching the ball down.
And he was the only.
He's got a first down.
And he was the only back in the backfield.
And he's got a first down.
And South is seeing something they probably haven't seen before, and they're not accounting for it. And they've got to adapt. And I heard Sellers, Coach Sellers now the head coach, he still coaches offensive, defensive line.
Handoff, Peters. About 3 yards.
It looks like it.
4.
A little over 3. But I'm telling you, they got to. South has got to start taking over line of scrimmage. Because if not, Central's going to take this ball and punch it right down into the end zone.
Gain of 3 on the play. Second down 7, 33-yard line.
It's a quarterback keeper.
But he stopped.
Yeah, who did that?
Number 9, Malcolm Gardner.
But he picked up, what, about 4 yards?
22, Cole Calvert.
I thought it was Cole Calvert. I wasn't for sure. I couldn't see that far away of what number was there. So I was waiting for him to say something. The announcer, that is.
So what is it, 3rd and 3?
3rd and 3.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down 3, 37-yard line.
He had to move the tight end to the other side of the lineup. He's not going to get anything.
I think he's a little bit short.
Fullback, he only got about half a yard, if anything. He didn't get anything. Now it's 4th and 3. You go with a double lead, let Dalton, or you let Mr. Gardner do it.
I wouldn't even have been going for this.
37-yard line.
You don't want to get a momentum shift. It's, first down plus.
He went the fullback lead with Dalton Peters.
And he had that plus.
South had called a run blitz. But either the safety or the linebacker that was doing the run blitz came in the wrong hole. Now, and I'm saying he picked the wrong hole.
1st and 10, Mustangs, 43-yard line.
But the hole that he had to run through was behind the play.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to make the play at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage.
Again.
Again, missed tackles.
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
Guys trying to hit instead of trying to wrap.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's no way you're going to tackle a man by hitting him with your shoulder while he's continuously running.
Yep.
Gain of 15 on the play. 1st and 10 Mustangs, ball the Cougars, 37-yard line.
All right, there was the fullback lead for Dalton Peters, and he didn't get a whole lot.
That's the end of the third.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wow.
And we got a score. It's like South 7, Central 7.
This is a typical South Central game.
And Central is driving the ball. And are we surprised? Nope. Since Charles and I both played at South, Charles had a son that played for South. I had a stepson that played for South. We've watched plenty of South Central football games over the years. Yeah, this is a typical game. Well, this isn't just for bragging rights of the city. This is for being one up in district.
Yeah, we're in district play.
That's the key thing. You want to be one up. Now, Central will be home for the next 2 games for Great Bend and Hayes. South will go on the road next 2 games for Great Bend and Hayes. And Great Bend's not having a good year. Coach Black went to Hayes because the Hayes coach went to Hutch to replace Coach Driving, who went to Kansas City. Hayes is having somewhat of a good year, but not a real great year. But Charles will get to see Mr. Andy Dalton, or Delton, I can't remember. The quarterback for Hayes is already committed to K-State. And this kid's quite an athlete.
Yeah.
Right now, we got 2nd and 7.
Mustangs have a 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Cougars 34-yard line.
All right, we can see here now who's going to gut it out and decide they're going to make the difference.
Fakes it, he's running.
And he was tackled right there at the line of scrimmage.
Number 23, Dylan Wetzel. Making a stop for the Cougars, number 59, Dusty Clausen. Also number 1, Logan Cole.
I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Clausen set that up because he kind of turned it back in, even though he's being blocked. And then Mr. Coble came up and helped make the play.
3rd and 7. He's back to pass. Man open.
He's going to have enough for a first down, I think.
Pass complete. Completion number 23, Dylan Wetzel.
Mr. Slayton was just a little bit too far off. And I think he lost track where that first down marker was because that's where the guy did. He just went down, went past first down marker, a couple yards, and then came back a yard.
Handoff. Nowhere.
No, he's going to get 2 yards on the play. And maybe.
Stop for the Cougars, number 70, Alex Parker.
So what he did get a couple of yards.
If Central does score here, maybe this will fly to fire on the South. But South hasn't come out and played really with a lot of fire in the second half.
No.
Central has. Excuse me, folks, I got a tick on my throat.
He had to pick up at least 5 yards on that.
It's that spin move he makes. And if you're wrapping up, he can't make that spin move.
That's right.
If you're just trying to knock him off his feet, then you can make the spin move. Now you get 3rd down and 2. It's a long 2, but it's
nowhere.
Matter of fact, I think they tackled him for a bit of a loss. They did. Half a yard loss.
Big 4th down for South. Big 4th down for Central.
Yep. Yep, they lost half a yard or a yard there. Now you got 4th down and 3. They've got to get to just short of the 16, right about the 16-yard line.
19-yard line.
Back to pass.
Incomplete. Incomplete.
I can tell you that defensive player didn't know where the ball was at.
That was Slayton. He didn't know. All right, that was gutsy. You could have just had Malcolm run. Count to 2, 3, whatever. No one's open, run. Because that was an all or nothing play. touchdown or nothing.
Yeah.
Now, South starts the ball on their 19, but they just stopped it. Maybe that will fire off the offense.
They need to get it in.
There's Eric.
Eric got enough for a first down.
Excuse me, folks. I got a tickle.
Well,
on my
I
throat.
think it's about 9-yard gain. Oh, first down.
They're calling a first down. They don't need to pull the chain. They stop the clock to take a look. And now they got the chain set. Now they start the clock. There's Eric again. He's going to be close to a first down.
Javon trying to take that ball, was he?
And I tell you, Eric got up with a bounce to a step. Did you see that?
Yeah. But I see Javon got up with the same kind of bounce. I don't know. This is what we call football, though, Stu.
It is.
It's back to it.
That's a first down.
He wants that ball.
I think he does. And sometimes when you got a fight like that, and that's against Javon, who we said he's probably facing Salvation Army football, that can pump you up. That, if you're a competitive young man, that can really pump you up.
Yeah, and you can see it in the demeanor.
Whoa, another run through him. He's gashing him now. And he's gashing him because the offensive line is opening up holes. But he's still breaking tackles.
Yeah.
He's breaking tackles. And guys, folks, when you have someone comes in huddle and he's just got fired up because of the play, that can just translate to the rest of the guys in that huddle. The rest of the guys get, all right, let's go stick it to him.
Fullback.
Stegmeyer. Oh. They might. He picked up about 4 yards on the play, though.
After the play was over, personal foul on the offense. Penalized 15 yards for the end. Second down.
Well, South's going to have to do something to overcome that.
Boy, Sellers isn't very happy right now. He's letting them have it, too.
No, and that's the second play that's happened this game they're not very happy about.
Second down 20, 43-yard line.
But he's arguing with the wrong official. That's the problem. It was the back judge who threw the flag. Stegmeyer, be short of the 50.
Carrier number 44, Kieran Stegmeyer.
He's going to get about 7 yards on the play.
Making a stop with Mustangs number 35, Jacob Lyle.
They're going to give 6.
Third down 14, 49-yard line.
He's throwing it. He's got a man open.
Oh, touchdown! Is that number 4, Vance Johnson?
I think so.
That was number 4, Vance Johnson, that he caught that over.
That was an excellent call.
That's the big play.
That's his second touchdown pass of the game, 43 and 51. Kick is good. So with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter and the game, good score, Salina South 14, Central 7. Now, I said in that third quarter we might not have a 100-yard rusher this game. But those 2 touchdown passes, 51 to 43, makes 94 yards. I think he's already had another catch earlier. We could have a 100-yard receiver.
Yeah, and well, Dalton's probably. What do you think he's been pushing that ball today. For Central, they may have a 100-yard rusher.
They might. But I think a lot's going to happen. What this game's going to end up with will happen on this series.
But if you remember earlier, Stu, what I told you, I said it's going to be that defense.
Well, let's see what happens. Central's got to answer. They've got to put 7 on the board.
South has got defense, has got to hold.
It's got to hold. Now he's kicked it deep. All his 2 other kickoffs have been deep. You see what this third one's going to be. And he did. They pooched it. And he got too much. They'll get the ball up over the 45.
Too much.
That's why I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, you just need to kick it.
I don't think they liked the return that they had in the second quarter.
Uh-huh.
I think that's. But look where you give them the ball.
Hand off to the fullback, and he's running wild.
He got tricked up.
They've got to stop that.
Logan Coble tripped him up. And that's the linebacker staying home. Linebackers got to make their reads.
Now, if they come back down and score this quick, that's...
Quarterback keeper. There looked like a hold in the right from the referee, and he didn't throw anything. The South crowd was not real happy about that, and the South coaches are not real happy about that.
Was that second about 8, Stu?
2nd and 8.
He had 2 on the play, 2nd and 8, 36-yard line.
Hand off to Dalton.
Yeah, he's going to take it down to the 30.
Big third down.
Big third down.
Both ways. Big third down for the offense and a big third down for the defense. What are they going to do, Stu?
Run it. You got 2 plays to get 2 yards. And he's got it.
Got it.
Right now, even though Central's offensive line is not as big as South's defensive line,
They're pushing him.
And the problem is South's defensive line is getting locked
tired.
up. They're not making penetration. And I just watched the nose guard just get blown off the line of scrimmage. Because he tried to jump in sideways instead of going face up on him, and because the left guard got his helmet on him and just drove him. Because he got him on the side. And there's nothing you can do about that. There was some penetration.
He's got enough
It's going to be enough for first down to the 15. Coach Barkley is yelling out to the defense. The defense wasn't even set.
No, and you can see it.
Yep. I'm calling a timeout if I'm South. I'm calling a timeout and get my defense over here.
They're walking around, talking about what position they need to be in. Still?
They try to match up strong side defense to the strong side offense. I'll say something right after this play. He's going to be stopped for no gain, or maybe a yard. But what's happened is Central comes up, then all of a sudden they flip their tight end to the other side. South tries to flip the match, and they're not getting set in time.
And Central knows that.
Of course. You watch tape.
Oh, fumble! That's a key time to fumble. Costly.
Yes. And that was McMullen who got hit. I believe it was McMullen, the fullback.
It was the fullback.
It was the fullback.
Boy, that's what these games are made of. Key plays at key times.
And sometimes it's just getting fortunate and being able to put your helmet on the ball.
That's it.
And I don't care how big you are, how strong you are. Somebody put their helmet on the ball and on your arm, more likely you're going to lose it. He made that 2 yards on his own.
Boy, he's fired up. You can see that he's got that extra energy. As you said earlier, he had that little bounce in the step.
But he was stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He hopped out and hopped around and picked up 2 more yards and gave him a little more breathing room.
And that's what you need. But that defense for Central's got to stiffen up too.
They do. This is where you tell your big guys up front, we win or lose with you guys. Now see how they flip the tight end now. He's going to get about a half a yard. I think he would have been better off continuing to the outside and using his wheels. Just didn't get the block they needed out there.
Now it's time for the quarterback.
It is. Because if you're South, you want to run out the clock.
Yeah.
You got 3:02 and kicking.
Chance.
No, you don't.
No gain on the play. 3rd down, 7, 5-yard line.
Oh,
first down.
first down.
Out to the 15.
That was a big play.
Who is that?
Number 15, Dylan Becker.
All right, there's his 100 yards for sure. There's his 100 yards receiving for sure.
That's a 2-touchdown man.
And I'll tell you, yes, and I'm telling you right now, that has picked up the south stands, that's flat in the central stands.
But really, Central can hold them here and still be in this game.
All right, Dalton should be watching the there he is, 5-second count.
Oh.
Now, did you see what I saw? He's got both arms wrapped around that football.
Yeah.
He's not in his sprinter's mode. He's in, I'm gonna get what I can, but I'm holding on to the ball. And doing that, he still picked up 8 yards. I would say about 3 or 4 more of those plays, South walks off the field with a 14-7 win.
8 of 8 on the play, 2nd down 2. 23-yard line.
Official timeout.
Nope. Now he's watching the back, Judge.
Yeah.
He'll wait till he starts his 5-second count. That's what he's waiting for. There goes the 5-second count. Again.
Oh!
That's a first down.
Number 2, Eric McCullough.
With a minute 26 on the clock.
You can tell.
Making a stop for the Mustangs, number 4, Vance
still got that bounce. He's ready to run the ball.
Central just called a timeout. Their first of the half.
What is the coach saying to him right now, Stu?
Central,
Yeah.
guys, not only got to stop, we need the ball. We got to get the ball back. We just can't stop them. We got to get the ball back. But
So are we going to be trying to
strip, or they had 3 timeouts, okay? They just burnt one now at first. They'll burn one at second, and burn one at third. Then they'll be out. If you can hold, force them into a punt, you can get some time left on the clock, but you're out of timeouts. Now, the good thing is, when you get a first down in high school football, the clock stops to move the chains. And as long as you got the offense up on the line of scrimmage, so as soon as the referee starts the play clock and you can snap it, you don't lose much time. Or you got to get out of bounds as much as possible.
First and 10 Cougars.
You can't get tackled on the grass in
So
bounds.
for South, this is a big series too.
Yes, it is. All right, he's changing the play. He was trying to give him the jump. And that's good discipline by Central defense. Dalton Wasselberger, the quarterback for Salina South, was trying to get the Central defense to jump. That's what he did when he stood up both times to try to act like he was changing the play. It was a design ploy. It didn't work. That's fine. That's South's first timeout, and it didn't cost any time. The clock was already stopped due to the timeout by Central. Will Charles, I guess right now my philosophy is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give that ball to Eric, both arms around, following Stegmeyer to fullback. He's been gouging him.
And he wants it. He got hit about 2 yards past line of scrimmage, and he picked 2 more yards up after that. And they're doing just what you said, Stu. They're going to time out it.
And that's why it's important to have your timeouts, all of your timeouts, at this time of the game. You do not, because if you're down to 2 timeouts, you either let the clock go on first down or second down, or third. Which one do you have to pass up? We only got 2. But now you got 3, you don't worry about it.
That's true.
All right, he got about 3.5 yards on that play. About 3.
You know, sometimes though, when you try to strip the ball, you can get hit for big gainers.
You missed the tackle.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought you were going to say when we talked about that a couple plays ago. That's almost close to a first down.
Ball carrier number 2, Eric McCullough.
Would you say he's running with determination?
He is.
Or he's running with an attitude?
Yes.
He came out of that scrum between him and Javon Burse over the ball. He came up with a bounce in his step with an attitude. Javon got up and just kind of walked back.
Yeah.
But Eric got up with a bounce.
Yeah.
I saw that right away, man. We both saw it.
Yeah, we did.
And both of us played our fullback at South, so we know that mentality. He got up and said, okay, if that's what you want to do, we can play that way. And I tell you right now, if South holds it off and gets this win, maybe he deserves a game ball.
Well, because he's firing them up.
Right. Dylan, yeah, but he's running the clock off. That's what he's doing. He's moving the ball. You got a 3rd and less than 1. You got a minute 14. Central's now out of timeouts. I'm quarterback sneaking.
Now you could.
You got 1 yard to go. Quarterback sneak.
You can fake to that.
I don't even fake.
You just straight.
I come up with, and where as soon as my hands come underneath center, he's snapping it to him, and we're going.
3rd down 1.
They're going to give it to McCullough.
Look how close the linebackers are. That's exactly what they did.
Well, you called it.
That's exactly what they did. He went over between center and look at the linemen. Look at the linemen. Look at them. They're celebrating. They know that's it. Because now, I think you can do 3 victory kneel downs, but I'm not sure. You might need to run 1 play first.
What do you do?
I do quarterback sneak. I don't even hand off to anybody.
So you don't even take a chance of there being a fumble or anything.
1st and 10.
They're going into victory formation right now. They're going into victory formation right now. He's going to wait and watch. Yeah, they're going victory formation. And if the officials do this right, it should only take maybe 1 more. Yeah, Eric's back quite a ways to make sure there's no fumble. And that will do it. That will be the game. And South will walk out of here with a 14-7 victory. Go to 6-1. Central will drop to 4-3.
But Central can still hold their heads high. They fought this game all the way through. A key fumble has made the difference.
And more likely,
turnovers.
It was just them, somebody putting their hat on the ball, or an arm that made, because it squirted out. Not like a strip almost, it squirted like someone put their helmet on it. And South came up with the ball. And they drove. Now they did what they had to do. They drove the ball out and kept the ball, never let Central have it again. Well, folks, we will see you with a post-game show here in just a minute. Welcome to the post-game show of a typical South Central game, Charles, with South coming out with a 14-7 victory, and it came down onto Central's drive. They got down inside South 5-yard line, trying to punch it in to tie the game, and had a fumble. South recovered and ran out the clock.
That key turnover is the difference in another South Central football game. They don't turn the ball over, we may be in overtime.
Very well, could be. And the other issue is, in the first half, Central threw an interception in the end zone, where if they would just have gone for the first down, it might be a different game.
Yes.
So there's 2 turnovers for Central in the red zone that really hurt them.
Yeah, that first one hurt them, but not like that second one.
No, not like that second one.
When you've got momentum, you're pouncing it in.
And that's true. They had momentum and they didn't do anything with it. And it goes in this. Now, what I was going to say at the end of the game, and I decided to wait to hear, South needed this win for one reason. Their next 2 district games are on the road.
Yes.
They needed that momentum to carry onto the road. Central will now have the home crowd for the next 2 district games. And we've seen this scenario play out before here in the past couple of years, where South won the district and Central qualified by winning the next 2 games.
And that very well could happen, especially with that. I mean, Central looked good.
Yes,
they looked good most of the game. It's 1 fumble. We're 1 fumble away from winning a game.
And it's also not completing the drive. They had a number of drives that they did complete. All right, and sometimes those are deals, but coaches say they hate to leave points on the field. And when you're on opponent's red zone twice, and you have an interception and a fumble, That's leaving points on the field.
Yeah, that is leaving points on the field. And when you really need it, you fumble.
Yes.
That's. I mean, I don't even know as a coach how you go in and say anything that.
You can't. This was a hard-fought game. It's not like South won 42-7. No, this was 14-7. You were in the game up to that point. But, and I want to finish with this. When they got out about the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, Eric McCullough was tackled, and there was a scrum for the ball between him and it looked like Javon
Burst.
Javon Burst, excuse me, thank you. And Eric kept it, and when Eric got up, he got up with a bounce that we both saw. Javon just walked back. After that, he started gouging him. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 9-yard carry.
Yeah.
But he had both hands around the ball like this. He wasn't like this in a running style. He had both arms rocked back like this, which means you're not running as fast as you can. But it means you're trying to run hard, but you're trying to maintain control of that ball.
I need to go.
Yeah.
So, folks, that was a great game.
Great game.
Great game.
Welcome to the pregame show. Coach Sellers, boy, hard-fought battle tonight.
Yeah, I think Salina has a lot to be proud of tonight. That was 2 really good teams, and we were just fortunate enough to make the one play at the end of the game, and our kids pulled it out. But that was a hats off to Central. They played their butts off tonight, and they're a heck of an opponent.
Yeah, and in the end, it kind of looked like one key turnover at the end, or we might be in overtime right now.
Absolutely, and that's big in this game, and we took care of the ball tonight. Our backs and Wasp made great decisions in the pass game, and the 2 big turnovers tonight, were probably won us the game.
And at the end there, it looked like McCullough finally got a step. It looked like he got some energy. He did some good running, but it looked like there at the end he had another energy.
And that's the Eric we need. And Eric's been battling injury all year, and I think his confidence isn't really high. And we talked at halftime, him and I said, we're going to need you in the second half. There's going to be a point where we're going to need to run the ball and grind clock, and he was great in that fourth quarter.
And it looked like it, to me, it's usually one guy can get fired up, and it just chain reacts, and everybody's fired up.
Absolutely. And obviously we get the big fumble recovery down the goal line, and our offense, those kids got a lot of seniors on that side of the ball, and they were ready to put the game away, and Eric starts cracking off a couple runs, and that just makes you up front block even harder, and you see him eating up some big yards, and our offense was big there that last drive.
Coach, now I think that you got 1 win under your belt in district play, and where are you headed next?
We're going down to Newton next week. So Great Bend will come here to play Central, and we'll go down to Newton.
So now you'll start getting prepared for Newton, and
yeah, it's our district's tough, and we got to celebrate the win tonight, but then we got to put it behind us because it's another big test next Friday. And I think our kids are pretty mature, and they do a pretty good job of taking it week to week. And it's back to the grindstone on Monday and preparing for Newton.
And one good thing though, Coach, you guys rebound from that loss last week.
Absolutely, and you always worry about kids and their psyche when you lose, and especially when you're undefeated and the letdown that happens. And I think it helped us a lot this week that it was Central, and it's a game that every kid in Salina wants to win. It's not you don't have to worry about the kids practicing hard or getting up for the game. And so I think that helped too. But yeah, as a coach, you worry about your kids and how they're going to rebound from a loss and respond. And I thought we really did well tonight.
And boy, I think we had another great South Central matchup.
It's always wild. I would appreciate it more if I wasn't coaching, I think, in the stands watching, but just a heck of a game. It's just every play, there's 22 kids out there that want it so bad, and it just comes down to 1 or 2 plays in the game, and we were fortunate enough to get those plays tonight.
Coach, I'd like to thank you for coming and interviewing with us.
No problem, Charles. Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to the pregame show, and I'm with Coach Hall. Coach, you guys fought hard tonight.
Yeah, we really did. Our kids came out and battled like we knew they would, and just came up a little bit short.
And boy, I think that at the beginning of the game, when you guys, I usually picture you guys running that ball and shoving it down somebody's throat, marching up the field, and you guys came out with a pass play. I mean, that was something different.
Yeah, we went with the play action. We thought, they would be thinking that we would start the game off running the ball and hit on it. We underthrew it a little bit, but we completed it, and it was a nice about 20-yard pickup to start the game.
So, and then I see back and forth. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like a traditional South and Central game. It's the sad part about it is one team's got to lose and one team's got to win. But I mean, it's like the kids come out and put their heart all into that game.
Yeah, the loser of this game really suffers, I think, emotionally. Obviously, it's a first game in districts. Now, it's like we said, the pressure's on us now. We have to win out. We lose again and we'll be done. So that's not a good feeling to have, but it breeds some urgency real fast. And our goal was to win this game, and unfortunately, we just didn't quite get it done.
But I don't, and when you say win out, I don't think that's impossible. You guys won 4 straight. So it's just that same type of a challenge ahead of you, Coach. So you got the next 2 games here at home, and who do you have?
We have Great Bend and then Newton.
Great Bend and then Newton. So with that being said, Coach, I wish you guys luck in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Coach Hall.
Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. Just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.